Hello, beautiful conscious creators. So I just want to talk to everybody today, especially for those of us who are in Southern California, where, we're going through a lot out here, but it really doesn't matter where you are. If there is tragedy anywhere in the country, in the world, in the city, in the state, you will feel it because everything is energy. So where there is sadness, where there's grief, where there's loss, where there's fear of uncertainty, that permeates throughout the field, and we all feel that, and it rides on our nervous system. Um, but today, I want to focus on if you are in Southern California and you are, we're all experiencing possible, not all of us, but, if you're in the area where we're being affected by the fires and possible evacuations and power outages and all of that, I want to remind you of a couple of things as you move through this process. And that is the first thing is to pause, okay? To pause, to stop doing all the things you would normally do. And that's kind of difficult sometimes for our human to do that because we get caught up in our schedules and what we feel our obligations and responsibilities are. But in circumstances like this, you are your responsibility. You are your first priority. So stop, pause from everything. That's the first thing. Two is keep things simple. Okay, keep things very simple. This is probably not a time where you want to, schedule new meetings or classes or commitments. In fact, the ones that you already have, you might want to consider rescheduling, postponing, uh, rescheduling it to a different time when everything has settled because the energy is in flux right now, and it's not really conducive to creating something like new in this moment. It's really conducive to pausing and reflecting and prioritizing and making choices that center around your well-being and only your well-being. Now, the reason why I say this is because I was recently challenged with some other obligations and commitments from, other organizations and activities and things that I'm involved with. And I completely forgot that that's not important. that this is a time where we do first things first and we let go of, what everybody else is doing and any guilt that's associated with, oh gosh, if I don't do this, and what's everybody else going to think? You let all of that go. None of that matters. That's a really disempowered place to be. So these kinds of times are going to challenge us. It's like a little initiation to show you what is important and to show you who holds the power and who holds the decisions, and that is you. So make those choices for you. Keep things very simple right now. All of my classes, all of my commitments have come to a halt, and I will reschedule when everything is settled, when all the fires are completed and we don't have any of these concerns looming over us. Okay. Otherwise, the energy gets very wonky. And if you're not prioritizing you first, things will become very, very difficult and feel very chaotic. So, number three is let go of all the obligations and commitments as necessary. Keep it simple. Four, take care of you first. Prioritize you over everything else, which is sometimes a difficult thing for us to do because we are set in our ways. And typically, everything else is first before us. That's not what ascension is about. Ascension is about prioritizing ourselves first, not getting caught up in what that outside world tells us to do, should be doing, ought to be doing, and then feeling guilty or any of those other feelings when we're not doing that because we've decided we are more important than that. Number five, take time to be alone. This is really important because when we are around other people, when we are inundated with the news, we will get caught up in that stream of consciousness and everybody else's energy. And what happens is it makes it very difficult for our intuition to talk to us during these times. So make sure that you have some alone time where you're disconnected from other people, the news, outlets and all of that, and allow you yourself to be in your own energy, connecting to your own truth and your own inner wisdom that will guide you through these circumstances and every circumstance. Now, if you wanted to learn how to connect to your intuition, go to my website, which is just KimberlyThalkin.com, and sign up. I have a free offering with a free step-by-step guide, written guide that will show you how to do this, including a video tutorial. So we do it together so that you can do this for you. And that is a life-changing experience when your intuition starts to connect with you, become aware of it, and you consciously connect to it. You will feel so much more empowered. Number six, I truly believe that this is another one of our callings to reset and regroup. And I feel like this holds a lot of similar qualities to that of COVID too, where it's like you have to stop in your tracks. It'll break you out of, out of the schedules and out of the mundane and out of all the things we get ourselves caught up in, to regroup, reprioritize, reassess, and to also question everything. This is going to be one of those experiences that is in place to help us question what it is we're being told, not about evacuations and stuff, but what it is we're being told about how this came into being and what's really going on. When you connect to your intuition, you will see that things aren't exactly as they appear to be. And it's a part of our ascension to question everything, what it is we are being told. All right. So with that said, I think that's it for all the notes that I've taken here. The challenge that this is going to pose for us here is, are you going to decide for yourself what is a priority at this time? Or will you allow others to decide for you? That is the question. So you decide, prioritize you, keep it simple, let go of all the other commitments for now. Stay in your own lane and question everything. Question everything. Question what it is we are being told. Not question the evacuations and things like that, but what it is we're being told around this set of circumstances. And that is it for now. Bye. Hope that helps. Bye bye.